Dasuki and Showore's release, I fear Nnamdi Kanu from today. Those who listened to Nnamdi Kanu's Radio Biafra broadcast on Saturday 21st December, 3 days before Sowore was released, which he broadcasted from America, will be shocked not just on Showore's release but Nnamdi Kanu's insider knowledge and connection to international power brokers. While trying to explain the unworkability of Nigeria as a nation and the hopelessness of believing in one Nigeria, citing Afghanistan and the recent America-Afghan war as a case study, Kanu said, "I'm saying this because Sowore will soon be released. We have done a lot of work on his behalf, and soon as they will release him, they will have no other option than to release him. It doesn't matter what DSS does, and I advise him to leave one Nigeria and fight for his people." Just 3 days after his broadcast, an uncanny prediction. Surprise, surprise, Sowore was unconditionally released by DSS. This goes not only to show that Kanu knows more than the Nigerian government, but also has contact and connection of foreign powers that be. I fear and believe whatever he says. So guys, that is exactly what this particular person who wrote this article said, that Nnamdi Kanu has a lot of information. There's no doubt about it. Apart from him saying that, or maybe he predicted or he saw what was happening before Sowore was released. What of those things that he even said in the past? One thing is to know something, and another thing is for you to be bold to say it, irrespective of who else is God. You can imagine a lot of people are always like, oh, these are my people, these are my people. Even when they are doing wrong thing, they don't want to say anything, they don't want to open their mouth, they just want to, don't you know, just like they always say, you see all those other people from other region, they always cover themselves up, they don't say the truth. And that's why once you continue to cover the truth and not expose evil, you will see that things will not be going on in those areas, and you yourself, you will not have peace. And that is one thing. You will never have peace, because you know the truth, but you just, because of sentiment, because you want to look good in the eyes of those people who you are praising, or you don't want to make them feel bad, or you are not, maybe you are afraid of something. A lot of reasons associated with people not liking to say the truth. But one thing is that he knows the truth, he says the truth at any particular given time. The reason why I gave that analogy of people who say, oh, our people, we don't need to expose ourselves, we don't need to ridicule ourselves. You can imagine that even from their own side, even the Nnamdi Kanu's people, they don't hide all of those things. If you do anyhow, you see anyhow from their angle, and that's the way it ought to be. Because you are pampering people who do not have your interest at heart. You are covering people who do not even reason about you. You are pampering and you are covering people who do not even like you, because from their body language, from their policies, from everything they do, you know that they don't care about you. The only time they care about you is only when election time is coming, or when they are being maltreated where they are coming from. At that their level, they want to come back to the people and say, oh, marginalization. If they are looking for one position or the other, if they don't get it, that is when you will see them coming back to the masses. But in the, to the nitty-gritty of governance, for them to do that which you want, they will never do it. See what is happening at the National Assembly, see what is happening at local government level, at state level, see what is happening. They are all playing lip services. Before election, you will hear them say all manner of things. You can imagine the Senate president telling the president that they need to renovate the NAS, the National Assembly. And the next thing, according to what he said, that the president said, there's no problem, it's going to be like that. So it's like, rob my bag, I rob my bag. Why is it that these people cannot say, okay, this money, let us divert this thing? So that means there's money, there's that money somewhere. There's that money somewhere for the president to have agreed, or to have agreed that, oh, yes, it's going to be done. So there's that money somewhere, and they cannot put that money in education. They can't put that money in health sector. They can't put that money where people will be able to see. Forget all those 10,000 naira the vice president was sharing. 10,000 naira. Where has it landed? The people that collected it, they just collected it that day and they cleaned their mouth, and that was it. How has it affected, or have an impact positively in our GDP? Nothing. Even the people that collected it, they are more miserable. They are more miserable. Of course, majority of those people who collected that money, they knew quite well that the money is not going to do anything. No matter how poor you are, no matter how wretched you are, that 10,000 naira will never go anywhere. People would tell you, oh, 10,000 naira, if it is not good for you, it's going to speak volume in the lives of those people. Which people? Is it not the same market that we go to? Those are the projects they will be embarking on, and yet they will tell you, "Oh, we have done this, we have done that." I don't want to, I don't want to sound like a broken record. This school feeding. Where has it landed them? Nothing. You can imagine people who are that level joining people who reason below. Maybe some people, they believe that, okay, let them gather people together, let them sit on the floor. You bring food like a pig. When you are in piggery, you just put the food on on the floor. All the pigs, they will come out and be eating it, and that is all. Once they eat that, they don't even think of anything. Maybe that is the kind of life they think all Nigerians want to live. Some people, like I always say, some people prefer to go in the line of that poverty. They have not seen anything or any good thing outside what they have been seeing right from time immemorial. So it is so difficult. So they are just used to that. Once you are saying something, it's like you are speaking Latin. You are speaking a language that they've never heard before. So that's what we are talking about. Some people, those are the people, the particular people will still be praising their oppressors. You can imagine those people that were chanting praises. Oh, hey, say Baba, that beat up what is this man's name? Just look at them. Look at them. See, just look at them. They were chanting, say Baba, say Baba, say Baba, say Baba, say Baba. That is just the kind of life they are used to and they are known for. So you can't compare. Other people cannot. You can't compare other people. You want people to be like that. No. And some people, they want to support something that is not right because of hypocrisy, because of a lack of knowledge, because of ignorance, because of fear. Like I said, a lot of reasons, are yastic for people not to want to say the truth. So coming back to what Nnamdi Kanu has been saying, whether the people are from his side, he doesn't care. He talks about them. But the reason why other regions do not want to say things because they feel that I want to cover up for my people. I don't want to expose them. By the time we expose them, you are not exposing them. You are not saying anything. You are hurting. You are pained with the situation on ground. And yet you are respecting somebody. Somebody you are respecting does not have respect for you. Just like they always say, respect is reciprocal. You don't love me, you don't respect me, you don't respect my person, and you want me to respect you because I'm from, okay, we need to respect our elders. Elders that do not love you, do not have your interests at heart. See all of those people who are involved in corruption. Check their age. They are not small children. Check their age. Those who are still in government, check their age. Those who are involved in one corrupt practices or the other, check their age. Are they youth? They are not youth. They are elders that are supposed to know what they are supposed to do. If we have been having elders in this country and been ruling this country and they have not produced any desired result for the masses, they have failed. They are not worthy of being called elders. That is just the way it is. And you want people to be respected. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Of course, you don't need to disrespect people or you tell them, but you must see, what people term or claim to be insult is when you tell them the truth. Okay, just like a child now. An adult does something to a child and say, just maltreat or just treat the child, in a particular way the child does not want. For the fact that the child respects you, will see the countenance of that child that the child doesn't like it. The child will frown his face because he's respecting you, and he wouldn't want to say anything. Are they being maybe his age mate or her age mate does same thing, he will not even frown his face. He will react, he will say, he will abuse the person. But because of elder, you are just frowning your face. But in this dispensation, you just have to say it. Please, sir, what you are doing is not right. You are not doing the right thing. You are not making us proud. By the time you say you are not making us proud, they term it as insult. That is the way we see it in our own country, in our own area. We see it as an insult because somebody is coming to tell you what you are doing. No, you are not. You are doing wrong. You are not right. Please, you are not right in what you are doing. Oh my goodness. Oh, you have insulted them. That is the way they see insult because you are telling them. They don't want you to say anything. Just say yes sir. Or maybe the other thing you can do is just to frown your face or just to be moody. Hey, of course, they might not term that one as insult to that extent. But if you dare open your mouth and just say it, not that you are saying, oh, you are not, your head is not correct, your mouth is not, you are not saying that, but you are just saying, no, you are not correct. That is not true. You are challenging them. That is the they feel insulted. That why should you? Who dare you to tell me that I'm wrong. That is the way they see insult. So you tell them that you are doing wrong. You are doing wrong things. You are not right. And they don't want to hear that at all. They don't just want to hear you tell them that they are wrong. So if you continue or you are that category of people that, oh, I don't want to tell anything about my people. If I do that, we are embarrassing ourselves. Continue the embarrassment is already there. It's just like you know, a fowl. The harness of a fowl is already open, and you are the breeze has already blown. Everything is exposed. I don't know what you are covering. Everything is known by everybody, and you are there. You are suffering. They themselves, they are living in affluence. They are using your head, and you say you are respecting somebody. Respecting or not insulting person. We are not saying you should say, even your mate, you don't need to tell your parents, oh, you are not this, but just tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. But some people know the truth, they'll just cover it. I beg you, I beg you, I beg you. Okay, okay. And within you are not happy. Why can't you say it respectfully? Please, you are not doing the right thing. You have disappointed us. You have failed us. That is not an insult. You are telling the person the reality. So, guys, that is just the way I see it. That's the way I see it. He has been saying a lot of things. Nnamdi Kanu has been saying a lot of things. People don't really want to believe it, but we are seeing evidence on ground. We are seeing it. But some people still know all of this things, yet they still want to die in that suffering. They still want to die in silence. And a lot of people are really reacting. You know that a lot of people, if you are not from that Nnamdi Kanu's region, they will not like you. And one thing is that you don't need to come out from anybody's region. When the person is saying the truth, for once, why can't you adjust? Why can't you say no? Yes, you are saying the right thing. If the person says something otherwise, you say no. In this area, I don't agree with you. There was something that Nnamdi Kanu said. I don't know, and I just say no. In my opinion, I don't agree with him. I don't agree with him. It's not that you're everything. Oh, everything is good. No, there are some things, and you bring out your point. This is okay. This is the way I think. In my opinion, I don't think it's good. But if he has his own opinion, good and fine. Maybe he sees this from a different angle. But when you talk about, when somebody say that, doesn't mean that, oh, if he says something that is right, why not? Why can't you embrace it? Why is it going to? What is it going to cost you? It's not going to cost you anything, but it's going to cost you your peace. That is just the way it is. And truth is always, always about peace. It will give you peace no matter what. Just like I said, a lot of people don't want to hear anything about him. Oh, come back to your country, come and fight for this thing. You, what have you done? What have you done for your people? What have you done? What can be said about you at the end of the day? Someone said Nnamdi Kanu has finished the work and is only waiting for the day that the so-called Nigeria will break. Either anybody believe it or not, Nigeria will surely break. Sooner or later, people who support one Nigeria are ignorant of the re-happening in Nigeria. If we say something belongs to all of us, we're supposed to have equal access to it. But in the case of Niger, the northern own everything. Its other regions belongs to it or something. I don't know what this person is saying. So guys, that is just the way it is. If once you study Nigeria, people who do not study Nigeria critically, majority of people who always like, oh, it's gonna be better in Nigeria one day is because they have not taken time to study Nigeria. Once you get to the politics of Nigeria, know the politics. Not that maybe you are going to be a card carrying member of any party. You just have to watch everybody, check them. Most especially those who who have not been given one opportunity or the other to serve. But they will be talking and talking. But as soon as they give them one position or the other, that is when they will change. So if you have watched and studied Nigeria to that extent, you know that we are going nowhere. We are going nowhere. The poor will continue to be poorer, while the rich will continue to be richer. That is just the way it is. That is just the way it is. We don't know what is going to change the narratives. Because as it is now, nobody is ready to change the narratives. Nobody is ready to change the narratives. Not all these ones that we have here. Not all these ones that they are positioning themselves as leaders. They are not ready to change the narratives. Once they get there, it is a different ballgame entirely. The power intoxicates them. The resources they will see on ground coming just like that intoxicates them, and they will forget everything. They will throw everything into the bin. All their ambition, every of their plan, they will throw it because the foundation of Nigeria is faulty. So guys, let's hear your own take concerning all of this.